So, hello and welcome back again. I think it's the second stream of 2025. So, still going to wish you a happy new year. It's only the 7th. I don't know what the rules are. Do you wish it all the way through January? I'm not sure. Anyhow, hello and welcome. Right, so, as in the headline, real motion versus joystick motion. So, on my systems, I use only DOF reality, and I use the components from the P2 because it's only 2 DOF. So I've got 2 motors, 1 control box, and because it's DOF reality, and if I use SRS software, and I think you can now use SimHUD as well, but SimHUD is just so bloody complex for what it is compared to simulation racing studios, so SRS. It's SRS I can set up in a couple of minutes, boom, done. Just to get the basic motion going. You've got to fine tune it, and that can take months to get it right because it depends what you're using it for and how many different programs and how many different bikes, in my case, I'm using it for. So you've got normal motion. Joystick motion is fairly new. Before it was just normal motion, real motion, which meant the program had to send a signal from the program to a control box that then powered motors or actuators, depends on the system, and therefore makes whatever you're using move in certain ways. But you'd have to get a telemetry from the game, as you do in GP bikes. GP bikes sends out a signal that is telling the motion system you're going up a hill, you're going down a hill, you're going over a rumble strip and it will vibrate, you're accelerating, you're braking. It depends on how the software sends that output and what's hardware you're using. So I'm using DOF reality P2. That's 2 motors, like I said, and 1 control box. The control board then communicates with both motors, tells it what to do. GP Bikes tells the control board what it's supposed to do, i.e. is it going uphill, and it makes the motors lift up. It makes the motor arms lift up. Whereas MotoGP doesn't have any telemetry, doesn't have any output. Therefore, even if SRS is running and my motion system's switched on, it's not going to move because it's not getting a signal. Excuse me. So now, how am I going to get my bike to move if MotoGP doesn't have any motion in it? Well, that's where SRS was first, and brilliant. I really take my hat off to them. I kind of almost had an orgasm when I heard about it. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. The program doesn't have to have motion, but you can get motion? How? Well, it's called joystick motion for a reason. They say joystick. It doesn't mean it only works with one of those gaming joysticks like for a flight stick or something. Or like the original Atari joystick, the little square box. I go back to those days. Right, so it can be a joystick, a steering wheel. In my case, well, it can be an Xbox controller or a PS5 controller. Except it's got to be working on a computer. You can't use it with a console. I think they've got some stuff set up for motion for console. I think you can get a box. I don't know. I don't use consoles. They're for kiddies. But anyhow, point being, joystick motion is only the way it's worded. It doesn't mean it's for joysticks. You can have the most complex steering system that costs you thousands and still be able to use it. I have a very simple system in ways. A PC can either recognize it raw in Windows as it is, which is the HS3 Street Fighter Pro, and it will take my raw inputs, my analogs, my digitals, and those work in GP bikes, which takes any controller, or I can trick Windows into making it think that while it's still my controller, I can trick Windows into believing it's an Xbox 360 controller, but an official Windows Xbox 360 controller using X output or X360 CE. So I can use my system and go into SRS, and I can go to setup, as you can see I've got on the screen right now. Right now I can move my bars, I can pull my front brake, twist my throttle. You can see the motions on SRS and that. Now I've got a steering damper on, so it's dampening my movement. So I can put it like that and it will stay on slightly because it's got the damper on. So I have to kind of force it to set neutral. Anyhow, so you can see the system's off. I've got no power on the unit. SRS in joystick, in setup, I don't have the motion on. Where it says profile 1, that's my personal profile, just for me. Now I'm going to switch this, well no, I'm not going to switch this on yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the system on. So you should see her twitch. Once she kicks in, she takes time for Windows, has got to recognise it. Recognising her now. And you should see her twitch in a minute, second, whatever. It's because I don't have joystick motion on yet. So she's sitting idle, but she's powered. I've never done it like this. I always turn it on first, then boot it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is in SRS, I'm going to go to where it says status on joystick, and if I can get it, I've got to use this tiny mouse pad, so please bear with me. Turn on. It's not turning on for some reason. Why? I can't get it to turn on. Oh, this is weird. Or does it not allow you to do it like this? I've never tried it this way round. Oh, I'm going to have to go to my bloody main computer. Seriously, is it the Minnie Mouse that's doing this? Oh, I'm not allowed to turn it on. Okay, I just learned something. At least I hope I have. So that's off now. It's not allowing me to... Oh! Shit! I was looking at the OBS window and clicking on the switch on the bloody OBS window. No wonder it wasn't doing anything. The amount of times I do that, because I'm not looking at my main screen where is what you're seeing. I'm watching my OBS, and like a donut, I have my mouse over there. I'm pressing it, but I've got to bring the mouse over here and click it on. Okay. So now basically what's going to happen is, if I twist the throttle on the brake, so I'm going to twist the throttle, you can see it picks up. I've got no games running, okay? No game running, nothing. Pull my brake, dive down. Lean to the right, lean to the left, accelerate and lean, pull the brake, lean. And like on, so if you're on a real motorbike, you come into a corner and you're leaning and then you hit the brake, it's going to pick the bike up. It's all there, but there's no game running. So joystick motion, and if you look at the lines where it says front, that is my brake. So if you watch the bar where it says front, you can see. Now I do back, which is the throttle, and then I go left, you can see the bar moving and how it reacts. So that's joystick motion. I'm not even riding. Don't even have a game going. So how does that now function in the game? And does it function, and how representative is it of what's going on in the game, and also how does it feel for me? I already know how it feels. You know, you can't expect it being just simple inputs to be 100% realistic, and even with motion, you can't. It takes a lot to do something like that. I've got 2 motors, that's it. So, and it didn't cost £30,000. So what I have to do is actually ride. But before I do, I need to explain the motion. So the box is still on, still running, so still got power. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn, how do I turn the mouse pad on? No, this is not going to work. You've got to be kidding me. Thank you. Right, now I'm looking at the right screen. I'm going to turn joystick motion off. And this is where you see real motion. You see, you can't adjust anything here because I'm not in a simulation or a program where it's got motion. If I started GP bikes, and I'll show you this once I stop MotoGP, so I forgot I can do that afterwards. So yeah, what I'll do is we go back to setup. I'll show you how joystick motion is first by going to MotoGP. So I'm going to make sure we're on, okay, and then we're going to do, right, try and make sure my bars are sitting straight, hit play, MotoGP up. Oh, I've got to admit. I can't ride in flat screen anymore. I'm so used to VR, I just can't catch me apex. Plus I'm shit. My old brain is not, it doesn't get gaming physics and shit. So, right, we don't need this anymore. I think, right, any button, yeah. So, the reason I chose MotoGP24 and GP Bikes, well, GP Bikes is the only program I've got that's got real motion. But I need two programs that use the same track and the same bike. So there's as close a resemblance to what's going on between the two programs and how the system reacts in each with the same track, same bike. And I'm really impressed with Joystick motion from SRS. It's a blast. But it's important that people, because so many ask me, how's it got force feedback? They asked me some of the dumbest questions. So I thought I'd make this video that you can understand how it moves. I don't move it in any way with my body. My body's got nothing to do with it, except for the fact that I'm leaning on the handlebars. So, yeah, we need to, this is where I have to sit on it. This is a big gamepad, by the way. Right now, Windows sees it as, well, as it is, it's got two versions of it on Windows. It's native raw HS3 Street Fighter Pro and a Windows Xbox 360 controller. One of those old wired ones. Which I do actually own. I have to, because that's how I do my original setup. And testings to make sure will it function. Right. So, I don't like riding in flat screen anymore. Okay. She's temperamental. So gear shift up. Go to single player. Grand Prix. Austria. Arbolido. Race settings. Right, I'm going to do free practice first. I want to make sure why they don't save your seating position for every single bloody race, I don't know.
From Dynamics at the...
And I got to press A 20 fucking times. Yes, go to the track. Oh no, wait. Back. Can I go back? Yeah. Bike setup. Change setup. Manual. Blah. Load. I want the. Yeah. I had to do one because the steering was atrocious. I haven't got it properly, but it's better than it was as original. So down. Gear shift. I have to do the left button, right button, that's my gear shift. Go to track. Pit start.
There's movement in the pits, the bike is ready, and the rider is...
There's movement in my pits? No, my pits are steady. okay. That is kind of okay. Right, we'll give it a go. Gotta remember, I hate this chicane. They ruined this track. It's so bloody woke. Way too early there. I'm VR, this corner is so fucking brilliant. Good. Oh, a bit wide there. Oh, no, I love this. Yeah, I'm like I'm a lot slower than you guys. I don't care. It's the first time I've written this on this. No. Oh, didn't hit green. Second. Oh my shit. Do it again. Oh, that felt good. Oh, that felt good. Oh! I think I did me parking make me crash. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to try a race. That's the best I've managed. I've only done like 4 or 5. I think I'm close to the ball crash. Someone's gonna hit me up the arse in a second. Oh, that felt really good. Right, so bollocks. I'm gonna try. My wrist. I run out of painkillers. I haven't had any for like 4 days now. So my wrist is gonna give me grief tonight. But I'm gonna enjoy it. The problem is I do need a pee. Oh, I seriously need to pee. Yeah, I didn't think about that one. Right, I'm gonna go out. Reset flying lap. No, I've got to return to pits. Yes.
The rider on his way back to the pits.
Continue. The end session. End session. Yes.
First free practice is over, and now we can go see the first real standings of this race weekend.
Right. Continue. Oh, I think I've got this right.
Good morning
Please.
to all you MotoGP. These shots coming to us live from the grid, where technicians and engineers are carrying
Right, so it goes to the grid. Right, I'm going to be really quick.
The weather is clear and temperatures are far from extreme. However, tyre wear will play a very important factor in today's race. That's why lots of riders have been using medium tyres in the front and rear.
Right, I'll be back. See, only a donut like me will start stream. And forget, I might need to pee. That felt good. I wish I was in VR. Dang it. I do love A1 Ring. It's my go-to test track for every system I build. GB bikes, A1 Ring, but I've got the old version, the straight, no chicane. Right, so we're on softs. Position 30. What the dang? Okay, let's have at it. Right, for 2025, I'm trying to drop as less F-bombs and swear as little as possible. No, I did say not stop swearing because that would be impossible. I'm a Cockney. And us Londoners, it's kind of inbred. But I am going to try and be a bit more polite. But if it feels good, it might slip. You do know me, right? Come on, Misty. You can do it. 3 laps, baby. Right. Go to track. Yes, we're happy with those and those. Continue. Clutching up. I'm not going to try and race because I will crash. I'm just going to have bloody fun. It feels good. Way too early. I tell you what, I use the game, bike settings management. I'm going to talk at the moment. I'm not worried about it. to set the bike up for the steering, and it worked. Right, I'm on 90 seconds. I was talking. Right, pick it up, Alan. Shut up and pick it up. No, 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 not like that. No, no, why did I crash? Oh, you donut. Plonker. I'm tall. This is wrong. Way too late, too late, too late, too late, too late. Just call it. All about having fun. Transmission needs to go down, it really does. Right steering, but my transmission is wrong. Oh, this is fucking killing me. Come on, baby. Oh, MVR, this feels so good. Yes. I don't care. It feels good. And there's no motion in this game. So this is joystick motion. It's purely for my inputs, nothing else. I don't do anything. It says coming in fourth gear. So I'm still away too high. You got that wrong, Bobby. Oh, sorry. That was an air bomb. Fuck.
As the Moto2 riders let's take a look at the final results of the race.
That was fun. So that's joystick motion. In a nutshell, when I do this, I lean. When I do it's up, down. It's not perfect, but it feels so good. That was one less F-bomb. No, that feels good. Right, so it's quicker to get out of it while I'm on the system because this is an Xbox controller. That's all it is. It's a bloody big gamepad. Right, B, exit from game. Yes. Oh, no, I didn't press yes. Yes. Right. That is joystick mode. So the game's got absolutely no output. Doesn't do anything. It is purely the control system. So the handlebars, which could be the steering wheel, throttle, that could be your pedals, and the brake, once again, could be your pedals. So, and it has only those inputs. So, if you go over a rumble strip or you change gear, you're not going to feel anything. Now comes the difference with real motion. Real motion, you can feel when you change gear, when you go over a rumble strip, or you hit a curb, go off the grass, and you're feeling the grass, you're feeling it's rough. That's real motion. But the only program that's got that is GP Bikes and MX Bikes by Boso. So what we're going to do now is where it says joystick, we are going to turn that off. And then we're going to go to tuning, and you'll see it's dead. There's nothing there. So now I'm going to hope. How do I scroll? I can scroll to, yeah, there we go, GB Bikes. Right, GB Bikes. So we're going to open GB Bikes. Now, what I've got to do is click GB Bikes and then I'll show you. So you can see right now, in SRS, in tuning, in motion, you don't need setup because you're not using joystick. So right now, we're in tuning, and the grey bar under where it says tuning will show you what program you're running and, as in GB Bikes, what bike you're using. You tune it per bike, like you do in Assetto Corsa, per car. So, now, all of these bars, they're all grey, they're all dead, you can't do anything because there's no program running that's selling. It's got to send telemetry to SRS so that two programs that can communicate. So GB Bikes is going to speak to SRS and say, hey, I've got a signal for you, send it to the control box of the motion system. Whereas with MotoGP, it couldn't send a signal anywhere because it doesn't send a signal. So SRS wasn't getting anything from MotoGP. SRS was getting a signal from my handlebars only. So that's the difference. Real motion, it's the program sending a signal to SRS. Joystick motion, it's the controller sending a signal to SRS. And both of those then send to the motion system. So now what I'll do is I'll go on, turn on your bastard. Press play. Yeah, we're not doing VR. I want to do VR. I love VR. I'm a VR slut. Oh, it started so quick you didn't get a chance to say. I'll show you afterwards. But now, so like I said, I chose same bike, same track. Right, so we go single player, A1 ring, but this version is the pre-chicane, so before the Vignales, and so the accident on turn 3 destroyed the track. It's all fucking woke. Yeah, it was a bad crash, but they have totally ruined what was one of the best tracks you had. Without that chicane, it just flowed. Now with the chicane, it sucks donkey's bollocks because it ruins that section. That was a real, that race up to that point. Yeah. And Vinales had problems with the brakes, and I mean, that's a technical problem. But they just ruined track. So what they're going to do, end up in the year 2030, all tracks are going to be one chicane to another chicane. You're just going to go chicane to chicane to chicane. Fuck off. Sorry, drop the F-bomb. But no, it's getting stupid. Anyhow, this one's the best one. So, come on. Listen, mini keypad, you have to work. It's got a time limit and it shuts off. No, go back. Return to pits. I need play people. I'm not riding on my own. Although this is, in reality, I'm riding with myself. I've got to remember 3 and 2 are the same, so don't bother loading that. Right. Right, quickly pop in the garage. Okay, yeah, I'm only on 10 litres. I've got my SC1s. Okay, that'll do me. Here we go to the track. So now, this is how you'll understand a bit more. A1 ring is where you're sitting in the pits. Your face is slightly up ground. It'll go up. You'll see when I go around the track because it's got the hills, and whereas you can really notice the up and down, when I'm going up the hill and braking, it won't dip so much because it won't show it. And if I'm going down a hill and I brake, as in turn 4, it's really down the whole way because I'm going down a hill and I'm braking, and a lot of the time the back wheel's coming off the ground. Turn 4's a dodgy one, but I love it. It's sometimes you watch a replay and you're coming down and you're basically you're just doing a stoppie and your back wheel's like a foot and a half off the ground. It is. It's a fun corner, but it's then when you go 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 in VR. That is an absolute. It's so much better than sex. No, it's not. But it feels like it might be. You can't beat intimacy with a beautiful woman. Yeah, right, come on baby. Let's have some fun. Now you can see, in joystick motion, if I was to do that, the system would pick up. I had to grab my brake, she died down. Do my bars, nothing. You can see there, I mean I can feel you see I've got a slight bit of movement, but that's because my bike, if you look at the screen, as the bike moves on the screen, the system is getting a signal from the program and feeling it. But you notice it's not doing the full lean. It's only because I'm leaning over, and it's you'll notice, you'll see very much a difference. And rumble strips are different. It's like only some of the rumble strips on this track work. You'll actually feel it like you're going over them. And thank God I can change down for first and then up to second. This baby does need to be screened. Coming up the hill. Me. Oh, and that's another difference. I did that purposely. No, I didn't. Oh, yeah, that was a bit too much. Oh, that was good though. You see, that's yeah, basically the system saying you just crashed. Might have damaged my bike. That's thrown me off pace now. Oh well, back at it. So we get some playmates. I've got some playmates. I've got to remember that rumble strip's real big, so it'll take me. So much subtleness in how it moves and rolls. I forgot to fucking change down. Shit, I done it again. I was so busy talking, I fucking forgot to change down. Damn, that got my butt. I think this is definitely proving the difference between. And you can see how much she's facing down because she's going downhill. I tell you what, if I was in VR, I would not be making these mistakes. Plus, if I wasn't bloody yakking. one. The clean one. Should actually have a few other riders. Only got one. Everything needs to change like the transmission. The transmission, not the F transmission. Doesn't have an F transmission. No. No, I tried too hard. Oh, I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, there's another one. That's one of me being really stuck. How can I overtake that one? One thing about GP bikes, it's a shame it's only online, but when you really have like a group of you all online, it's fun. So, I think you can see there, right down, I'll wait until she stops, then she come up. So you can see now, it's different, but I think it's also, when you consider MotoGP, it's got no motion, the actual feeling is, to be quite honest, practically the same. With 2 DOF, where it's only got pitch and roll. Yeah. I'm not getting any of rumble strips or the feeling of going up or down a hill. But at the end of the day, in GP bikes, it's dependent on the track. I did A1 ring because it's got those ups and downs. You do on Silverstone and MotoGP24 and GP bikes, the feeling for me is pretty similar. I really want to explain this because some people won't want to use GP bikes because of the graphics not being on par and it doesn't have AI. Doesn't matter if you use DOF Reality and SRS in MotoGP, Ride 5, Ride 4, TT Isle of Man, any game, GTA 5, you know, on my channel, I've done them all. I used it in Test Drive Unlimited. Oh, my latest. I'm absolutely loving it. Need for Speed Unbound with a BMW S1000RR. It's brilliant. almost got it working in VR. I'm a bitch. I really want my VR. So anyhow, I hope that's kind of explained a bit more. I'm going to stop GP bikes so I can show you, or rather I'm going to hope I can bring SRS window in front of GP bikes, because GP bikes still got to run. So now if you remember, before I started GPS, all of those bars were greyed out. But now, and I didn't explain, they're all about the settings of how it moves and how the motors work together and what you're feeling. That's what this is not about. This is about how is joystick motion against real motion. My settings are almost the same. And you can see now, all I had to do was start it up. And if you look here, like I said, that light grey bar, it tells you you're using GP bikes, and I'm using the YZF R6 Cup 2019 Active version. So, and you can set each set of settings for every single bike individually, because every bike handles differently. So real motion does have a lot over joystick motion. As for, there's a lot more in it. It's a lot more, the roll, it feels a lot better. It's more realistic, but joystick motion still feels so damn good. And it's as close as you're going to get. And sod your motor trainer, because that's not real. It's not even got motion. That's you just flipping your body from side to side and AI software figuring out for you how to keep the bike on the track. Otherwise you just crash. But the mono trainer system is run purely on AI. It's not a motion system, so it's not simulated. I'm sorry, it's a fake system. Anyhow, I consider mine to be real, because as you can see, it's real motion, it's taking real outputs, and my system moves itself. I'm not flopping it from side to side, it's doing it itself. It's a real motion system. So anyhow, I hope that's clarified for some people who didn't understand. It's not force feedback. I mean, it is force feedback, but it's not a vibration or anything like that. It's shared inputs working together, which causes motion, which is different from force feedback. Force feedback is just one particular item getting a feedback, whereas motion is multiple, be it 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. That's the difference. So I hope that's clarified a few things for people, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one, because I've got a bit to explain about how this is actually different from the first one. Bye bye. If I find the button again. You know me being a donut, I've lost my mouse again. Got my keyboard, can't find my mouse. So, thank you very much people, and have a wonderful new year. Talk to you later. Bye bye. Yes, I want to stop it.